most influential person in my life, I would have to say, is my father. As many of you know, I am a child of rape. I know that it's a shocker to say. But he is an influence in my life because I wouldn't be standing here before you if it weren't for him. If I could see him now, I would give him a hug and say to him that I forgive you. Because that's the only way that I can live my life in peace. And that is the only way that I can spread the message of love, by forgiving him, the man who brought me into this world. Thank you.
Same question to your fellow contestants. Being a millennial, what do you think is the most pressing issue of your generation?
Good evening, everyone. My answer is the more pressure for my generation is our ignorance. We have so many technology and we just use social media and we just care about ourselves. We should spend our time to think and feel what's happening with the earth right now. And one small action multiplied by million people can transform the world.
Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen.
Last and certainly not least. How are you?
Yeah.
Yep. You're like, let's get to business. There you go, take the mic.
Thank you.
My question is, which qualities do you think it will take to wear my crown?
I think, first of all, it takes bravery. To be a Miss World is to carry a burning torch. It is like action carried out by one to illuminate the lives of many. And I would dedicate my whole self, my love for the arts, and my voice to trying to uplift, empower, and educate people. And it would be my greatest honor and duty to hold this torch high enough so that all the world could feel and see its light.
Who or what do you think is the biggest enemy of Mother Earth and why?
I believe that the real problem in this world is not climate change. The real problem is us because of our ignorance and apathy. What we have to do is to start changing our ways, to start recalibrating our minds and redirecting our steps. Because together, as a global community, our micro efforts will have a macro effect to help save our home, our planet, our behavior. Thank you.
Your question is, if Miss Universe were to become pregnant during her reign, should she be allowed to continue as Miss Universe?
Personally, I think Miss Universe is a symbol of a woman as well. She's celebrating her femininity. And I believe that, thank you. And I believe that if she should fall pregnant, it will not in any way interrupt her duties. I believe that as a woman, she should celebrate her femininity. Thank you.
That's right.
Sexual harassment has been at the forefront of recent headlines. Why is it important for men and women to work together in tackling this issue?
Sexual harassment is a form of abuse, and no abuse should be tolerated, whether in the workplace or in society. I believe that men and women should come together and be professional. Leave this act alone, and anything that it happens, such as sexual harassment, should be taken into the law and should be dealt with. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamaica.
Now, may I ask Miss USA to join us? You didn't hear anything, did you? All right, here's the final question. If there were no rules in your life for one day and you could be outrageous, what would you do?
I would eat everything in the world. You do not understand. I would eat everything twice.
Thank you, Miss USA.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life, and how would you apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
I work a lot in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children, and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson. And this, I think, if I could teach also people to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children would have a smile on their face. Thank you.
Your question is, what for you is the essence of being a woman?
I think being a woman by itself, the very fact that you're a woman is a gift of God, which all of us must appreciate. The origin of a child is a mother and is a woman. And a woman is the one who shares love and who shares and shows a man what love, caring, sharing is all about. That is the sense of a woman.
That is Miss India.
Please step to the mic. Here we are. Why should you be the next Miss Universe?
To be a Miss Universe is both an honor and a responsibility. If I were to be Miss Universe, I will use my voice to influence the youth, and I would raise awareness to certain causes like HIV awareness that is timely and relevant to my country, which is the Philippines. I want to show the world, the universe rather, that I am confidently beautiful with a heart. Thank you.
That's your fan club. Here's your final question. Right now there's a protest going on right outside here calling the Miss Universe pageant disrespectful of women. Convince them that they're wrong.
I think pageants like the Miss Universe pageant gives us young women a platform to foray into the fields that we want to and forge ahead, be it entrepreneurship, be it the armed forces, be it politics. It gives us a platform to voice our choices and opinions and makes us strong, independent that we are today. Thank you.
Thank you, India.
All right, here we go, South Africa. Here is your question. What is the most important thing we should be teaching young girls today?
I think the most important thing we should be teaching young girls today is leadership. It's something that has been lacking in young girls and women for a very long time, not because we don't want to, but because of what society has labeled women to be. I think we are the most powerful beings on the world, and that we should be given every opportunity, and that is what we should be teaching these young girls, to take up space. Nothing as important as taking up space in society and cementing yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, South Africa. Very good.
I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me, with my kind of skin and my kind of hair, was never considered to be beautiful. And I think that it is time that that stops today. I want children to look at me and see my face, and I want them to see their faces reflected in mine. Thank you.